and welcome to the Second Chance Garden. Today I wanted to share with you what my hot pepper plant's chamber looks like. It's nothing really impressive, I must be honest. It's been the root of my agony. Normally people start planting hot pepper seeds in January, February, maybe even March, but I started way early, back in October, knowing that I would screw something up. And I did. And I will show you what I mean by that. So let's lift this plastic cover here. Here we go. Ta-da! Okay, alright, so what you see in the front are the ones that I started back in mid-October, with an exception of this further right one. This one was even later, but ironically this one is doing the best, I have to say, if you compare to all other ones that you can see. Okay, so from the left, this one, this is black pearl. I believe it's just purely ornamental, but I wanted to grow something that had foliage in darker shade. And as you can see, let me just make it a little closer here. These got very deep, purple foliage. The new leaves have a hint of green color on it, but soon they will all turn in purple. Okay, so obviously you might have noticed this one is very tiny. It germinated just fine, but it just wasn't growing. Now I got rid of all the old leaves, and now it looks like it's willing to live. So this is black pearl. Okay, so the next one, this one right here, is Jamaican Hot Chocolate. I had two seedlings. Well, I still have two seedlings, and this one I thought was doing better than the other, but now I think the other one is looking a lot better. But for now I'm keeping both of them, only because I don't know what's going to happen to them in next 2 months, 3 months, who knows. Oh, by the way, I have to tell you that I have no plan of getting these plants outside. I don't have any outside balcony. I have an access to massive rooftop, but I don't know how to carry all the pots and soil and all that stuff up there right now. So they will remain indoor, but at least that's my plan for now. Okay, so the next one right in the middle, this one basically is the weirdest one. As you can see, it's it's leggy to say the least, and it's not vertical. This one is, so I'm talking about this one right here. This one is Peruvian white lining, and this one wasn't growing at all. And if you see closer at the bottom stem here, right here, it turned woody, and unfortunately this is the skinniest part of the plant right now. Well, that's the reason why it's not standing up straight. Well, let me turn this a little bit so that you can see. Here you can see the bottom stem right here and upper stem right there. Upper stems are way thicker and more stable, just not straight, unfortunately. So it's looking pretty weird and very top heavy. So it tells you a story what this plant's been going through. So this first part wasn't growing at all, and it stayed this way for say 2 months or so, and all of a sudden it started to grow. I haven't really done anything differently, but it just decided to grow. So from here and up, let me zoom out a little bit, up to the top, it's looking somewhat normal. And since this part became quite woody, I wasn't going to bury this part all the way to the top. I really didn't think this part would root. So my plan for now is I'm going to top it in half, because as you can see there, it's way top heavy. It's not really going to grow the way that I want it to grow. So let me see if I can bring it closer to you. Yeah, it's way, it looks healthy on the top right here, but look how it's wobbly. You can see this, it's not stable at all. So I'm gonna chop it in half and start over. That may not help, I'm not sure, but I'm hoping that it's gonna do a little better than what it's doing right now. So that's Peruvian white lightning type. And right next to that, to the right, this is another Jamaican hot chocolate. Here we go. And this one also wasn't growing at all forever. This is this guy's 3rd month, and yeah, by 3rd month it should have grown like 3 times the size normally. If you watch other people's videos, you will know how it's not doing that great, but it's looking far better than before, I have to say. Alright, now the last one on the front is the Bolivian rainbow. Again, ironically, the best looking one is also ornamental pepper, so you can't really eat it. Let me show you a little bit closer here. This has been doing phenomenal from the start. It's not that wobbly. It is definitely top heavy for sure right now. And if you look inside here, there you go, you see flower buds already. So since I don't want them to flower now, I think I again have to top this in half. That's my plan. It's beautiful though. I'm really proud of this one, but I do have to top this in a day or two. And you can't see from here, but let me see if I can tilt it a little bit better. They're all sitting on the heating mat. It's essential during the winter time up here in New York. We have to definitely have heating mat to keep them going. And now let me remove the front row plants and I'll show you what else I got in here. Okay, hold on one sec. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I have in the back row are tiny seedlings, and I started them in the beginning of December, 1st week, 2nd week of December. Okay, from the left, that is another Jamaican hot chocolate. Let me see if I can zoom in on that one. Still very, very tiny. Right there. It's doing okay, but I decided to plant this one just as another backup. I have 2 growing right now, but like I said before, I'm not sure what's going to happen to them. the next 2-3 months. So this is the backup. Moving on to the next. Yeah, this is sad. It's dead. This was supposed to be Aji Pineapple. I really wanted to grow this one so that I can try them. You know, chop them up and put them in salad or whatever. But it germed in a weird way and it sort of died, unfortunately. So I have to try again. The good part is that I started early, so I still have a good month or two to give it another try and see what happens. And that's exactly the way that I planned. I knew that not everything would germ and grow perfectly. So that's that. Moving on to the next. Ooh, it's a little bit up there. It's kind of hard to see. But this one is a miniature sweet pepper type. And I didn't buy these seeds. Basically, I went to a grocery store and found miniature sweet peppers. So after I ate them, I kept the seeds. And that's one of them. I don't know if you can see well. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so the first two sets of leaves curled up. They kind of came out that way, but I thought, well, you know, let me just wait and see what happens. And now 2 more leaves came out, so I'm going to wait. I'm not going to chuck it just yet because it might recover nicely. It's a bit out of focus right there. All right. So that's an orange sweet pepper type. I don't know the name or species or anything like that at all. I just got them at a grocery store. Alright, the last one. This is another Peruvian white lightning. And because the other one is so spindly, I wanted to use this as the backup in case, even after topping, if the first one doesn't do well, then I still got this one and see what happens. It's looking okay though, it's looking healthy.